leader of the pack.
We're live.
We're episode 9?
I believe so.
Episode 9. Yeah.
9 time.
9 time. Hi, guys. Wednesday. In your living rooms. A little bit of American Gladiators for us to get nostalgic about, guys like Gemini and gals like Lace. So, we're here.
I always remember the Azers, Laser and Blazer and...
Oh, yeah, there was Laser and Blazer as well. Good point. Miss you, American Gladiators. You're still around in some form, but miss the original American Gladiators. I think made their debut in 88 or 89, something like that. So that's why I popped some on in the background. Because, hey, we're going to a Topps 1988 pack. We've had them before. We like the looks of the card. We like the feel of things and the nostalgia that it brings. We were gonna have a new phone setup, but a little slow getting everything synced up on the new phone. Mark my words, we'll have that before no time. So Topps 88, we got a little bit of gum in the front. Producer Matt, kill us with some stats.
All right. Well, you mentioned before we had already opened a pack or two of these.
Yep.
So you went a little bit off the radar with some of these cards we're looking for.
I did.
5 rookie cards.
Cinco.
Starting with Jeff Musselman.
Yes. Hero to us all, Jeff Musselman.
Ken Caminiti.
Ken Caminetti.
Which doesn't make sense because there's no E. It should be Never mind.
It's Caminetti.
Todd Benzinger.
Todd Benzinger.
See, I'm nailing it right now.
Yeah, right. These are really well-known players in your mind.
Ellis Burks and Matt Williams. 5 rookies we're looking for.
Matt Williams, the rookie card for Matt Williams is actually the 87 Topps traded set, but this was his first official beginning of the season rookie.
All right.
I think same thing with Ellis Burks, but these were guys, like at that time, you got to remember that in the land of baseball cards, a lot of times it is preseason. Let's talk to the teams. Let's see who's going to be the big hype machines. And let's get them rated rookies or get them little logos in the corner telling you, like, hey, these guys are going to be special. And then they peter out or they don't have a successful rookie season or 2 or 3 years into it. It's just not matching up. So that was my... Well, other than Caminetti, who played real well, took a lot of steroids, passed away.
Jeez.
Now, I don't think from steroids, but still...
Doesn't help.
Doesn't help. Just as a reminder, we are still coming down from the eternal high of the Aaron Rodgers rookie. And we do have an update. He has been put under glass.
There he is.
He's been screwed down. Shout out to my cousin, the Eyeball, for providing the house. Do we call it a house?
Casing?
The casing. Casing. It's like a hot dog. The casing for Aaron Rodgers. Soon he will be sent to be graded.
Yes. We are going to
Fingers crossed.
mail it out, PSA grading, and
we'll keep you updated. This is the most important thing that ever happened to the show. Other than if we get like a Jeff Musselman rookie card in here, we might need another case.
Right, and if that's the case, I will get up and defecate everywhere, like I said last week.
Also, if we get a Tom Glavine rookie card. Or Bo Jackson. Like, those are real rookies in this pack. But, here we go. Nice clean open to the back of it.
Let's hope the gum's not stuck to it.
The gum's not... fat chance. That gum
Not promising.
That gum is stuck to it. But... Oh, all right. Not bad.
Clean break?
Clean break.
I am not touching that gum anymore.
No, you have janky hands.
No, well, not even the last time I touched gum, I wound up yakking it.
Yeah, that wasn't great. All right. Batting down the hatches.
Here we go.
First card up. Just casually sitting in and around his dugout. Fireballer, Jack Morris, Ledge, one hitter, Hall of Fame. Should be Hall of Fame. If he's not Hall of Fame,
He's got to be a little older at this point, right?
No, this is prime time Jack. This is maybe 10 years in Jack.
So yeah, literally 10 years in.
This is Jack. Doesn't feel like standing up for the photo. does not care to hold his glove and pose for you. Jack's just going to grab a little slab on the top of the dugout, put that really dope Tigers vinyl jacket on, and he's going to party on his own. Infamous card. You know how we always have stupid Pete Rose?
Mm-hmm.
This is the guy who gave up Pete Rose's infamous 4,199 hit, so he took the all-time leader.
Oh, wow.
Ed Whitson. Tragedy befell him. I believe he killed himself.
Oh, my. This is just a gloomy pack here, dude.
I believe so.
Also,
or he died of something.
The one thing I immediately noticed is if you look at the card, the way they printed it, they actually put the team name, or every card that we've seen so far, they put the team name offset in the back.
In the back, right. It's almost like the player is 3D.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting perspective. It's no longer just a border and you just tossing a picture in there. Now they're going to make it seem like this guy's jumping off the screen. Just like Les Lancaster, pitcher for the Cubs, jumping off the screen.
Looks like he's from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
You might want to check that on the back. See what his hometown is. If somebody's got a confirmation that Ed Whitson is either dead or harmed himself after giving up that Pete Rose hit, put that in the comments. It might be just a lie that I made up. Not a lie, like a story that I made up just now.
Someone's saying that Eric Show gave up the...
Eric Show. All right. Ed Whitson's still alive then?
Let's see if the chat could work their magic here.
Rest in peace, Eric Show then. So Eric Show is the guy who gave up the hit.
That's what I'm being told.
Who's dead?
Is he?
Dead? I don't know.
Well, yeah, let's get some positive confirmation on...
Positive confirmation on a dead man. Still alive, probably. Rick Leach, first baseman, outfielder for the, and probably just a spring training dude for the Blue Jays. Lefty, great. I mean, here's another thing. I, as a left-hander, I played a little bit of first base. Never had a first baseman's mitt.
I did too, and I never had a first baseman's mitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was never like. I mean, I guess.
I've seen them.
Yeah, they weren't.
Had them on.
They weren't.
They've been much bigger than mine.
I feel like they weren't as prominent for like little leaguers, just because there were so many. Like, unless you were just a true like,
unless you got to like
6 foot tall first baseman in like fifth grade, then like you were designated to be the first baseman.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, but I've tried on the first baseman's mitt.
I don't like the way it
Fits
fits.
nice. Fits nice. I like it.
Yeah, I was like I was an outfielder, so like
you're
the
used
web
to,
like the webbing, you know, like where that had like the pad on it.
That's a good point. Not wearing a first baseman's mitt is rotation mate of Big Jack Morris is Mike Henneman, pitcher for the Tigers. I'm noticing close-ups a lot on the guys in this card set.
These pictures are so 80s too.
We're getting a lot of heads and not a lot of rest of their bodies. Which is okay. Listen, Portrait Studio. We're okay with that. Mike Henneman never really made a dent in the league. He's a guy. I could talk a lot about this guy, Mr. Wade Boggs.
The infamous
Chicken Man.
League leaders set
yes,
that we've seen before.
All-Star, right?
Yes.
League leader on the back. You got AL leaders in... I don't know, runs scored or something?
AL and batting average.
Batting average for 87.
By the way, this pack has been finagled with.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, how do you say? Oh, because there's a dent in the card?
No, there's a distinctive pen mark on the back.
There is a pen mark.
We have a
refund.
Yeah, we might have some qualms.
Talk to this eBay trader for repacking cards.
You guys could see that right there. There's a distinctive pen mark on the back of this card.
Interesting.
And there's even like some little grease or something.
Well, that could be from just from years of being in a package.
I mean, it is possible, but
Maybe it was marked with a pen in the factory.
I highly doubt that. There's like something on the card. It's like oily.
It's chicken.
I'm telling you, it's oily.
It's chicken grease.
Well, let's
It's $20. It could be beer.
Maybe he touched it himself. He was going to sign it, and it was like the one right after he was done signing.
Also, after he drank 62 beers on a cross country flight. Les Straker. I think we've had Les Straker before. He doesn't really dial it up too much. I think we talked about that Minnesota Twins uniform too. I might have complimented it, but I'm looking back at it, and it's real basic.
It's super simple.
Like the gray with the pinstripes. I don't know. I like my Twins uniforms a little more flashy. You know, it's just the way that I feel. Here we go. Baseball Fever, glossy All Stars and Hot Prospect baseball cards, 88 Collector's Edition. I think this was like not a subset within this, but it was something you could send away for. Some sort of secondary collector's set.
Yeah, it's a 10-card set.
With Jack Clark and his unibrow. And not a lot more.
You needed like 18 of these plus $750 to send in. You got all the prospect cards from this set.
Okay. To look up what those... I don't think those prospect cards really...
I don't know if they hold any value, but they give you they show you on the bottom who is in each set for the special offers. Oh. So some of them are, big name guys: Cal Ripken, Andre Dawson, Mike Schmidt, Gary Carter, Mattingly, Henderson.
No Jeff Musselmans in that group,
huh? No, I don't see a Musselman.
No Musselman. We've had this dude before. We talked ad nauseum about him and Tony Katane.
Oh boy,
Chuck Finley, young Chuck Finley, rookie could be a rookie card for Chuck Finley. What more could be said about Chuck Finley? No relation to Steve Finley.
Did we do a height check on Chuck Finley?
I think we said Chuck Finley was 7 feet 7.
No, I mean no.
Did we do a height check?
I feel like we may have, but
let's not do a height check for Chuck Finley, because if we feel like we've done it before, I feel like there might be some cheaters. Out there.
I think we did. He's 6'6".
6'6", yeah.
I feel like we did. Like that. It's ringing a bell.
We did. Well, we talked a lot about him. Listen, no stone was unturned. Sidearm sensation. We did get this guy before. He was in the 1981 set. Still kicking around the league. Royals pitcher Gene Garber.
Yes.
Former Atlanta Brave. Long in the tooth at the end of this career. Like, if you look at the back of the card and show the folks at home the back of the card.
Oh my God.
A lot of time spent in Major League Baseball.
I can barely read this.
Yeah. When you got a long career, and they're just gonna pile those stats on the back there, and I think, like, I don't know if Gene Garber's got enough like stats to really merit this, but they'll throw asterisks and little diamonds next to it if he was like a league leader or a record setter in that particular season.
Yeah, I don't see any italicized or diamonds on the back of this one. I saw them on Jack Morris.
Yeah, well, he was steady. Garber was steady enough to stick around the league for umpteen years. So you gotta hand him something. A guy who's stuck around at least long enough to get to this point.
Before you go forward, they're doing a height check on Gene Garber.
Oh, Gene Garber. Okay.
Everybody in the chat is doing a height check, so we might as well go for it.
All right. Well, Revolution. Gene Garber, I'm going to go... I think he's short.
Patrick said 6'2", Todd said 6'1".
I'm going to go even shorter. I'm going to say Gene Garber's 5'10".
Okay.
Yeah. That's my guess.
Kim says 6'3". You nailed it right on the head.
5'10"?
Yeah. So.
I know my Gene Garbers.
Thank you guys for inciting a riot in the chat and forcing us to do a height check.
He's like, they're just turning over garbage cans in there. It's just starting its own thing. Dave Engel, catcher outfielder at this point for our Montreal Expos. Great uniform. What would have been a twin before this, I think. It's just a common I'm going to start using this term more often.
Yes, he was a Twin and
he's
played one season in Detroit.
Yeah.
He's a simp.
Not a needle mover. Not a needle mover. Manager card coming at you.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Here it is, and there it goes.
We have big old beefy Bob James, pitcher for the White Sox. A hefty boy.
Looks like Braun Strowman's dad.
He does look like he could go work an angle in Memphis as like a farm, like a wrestling farmer.
Like nasty Tony Stevens. Comes out and he's like,
"Wow, Nasty Tony Stevens! Hello, where's this pit stain T-shirt?
My tractor broke down.
I'm coming after you, Jerry Lawler." Dwight Gooden, Mets pitcher, young phenom. This is where you got Dwight Gooden getting into a little bit of extracurricular trouble. You know, I'm not calling this a downtime because he did have good seasons after '87. '87 was a mess. '88, and he was still they still claim him to be an all-star, so he might have still like pulled an all-star season out of it in '87 leading into '88, or they're just giving him all-star in perpetuity. But the early part of Gooden's career, he was one of the most exciting players to go see live in Major League Baseball, and it just sort of the wheels came off. What more can be said? Hopefully, he's got his head on straight these days.
Definitely not eating the gum after pulling that card. I'm worried about what might come in contact with it.
Also, Dwight Gooden. Just be careful when you're driving through Homedale these days. Giants pitcher, Kelly Downs. A man with the name of Kelly.
I feel
it's always a little bit of a wait. Your name is Kelly as a man. Sure.
They definitely fished through a bunch of pictures of him to find him holding his hands up to cut off the end.
In the perfect,
to cut off,
just to have that 3D look. So I guess the cue that you were getting as a player, look as 3-dimensional as you possibly can, because we're just gonna put the name of your team. And Kelly Downs is like, got it. Just gonna toss my hands.
He's like, I already know what I'm doing. I already nailed it.
Know what I'm doing. Is he also pick that one back up? You might be able to see this a little bit better, but on the front, is he standing in front of the San Francisco Giants emblem at Candlestick Park?
Indeed, he is.
That's Inception City. You're at your home park. You're getting your picture taken. You are a San Francisco Giant, Part 2. And you're standing in front of your team's logo?
Although it might actually be McCovey's
okay.
Thing in the outfield.
Okay. All right. Then I take back that compliment. I thought
it'd be even funnier if he wasn't a pitcher.
It was just just a shortstop just taking a stretch.
He's yawning in between innings. They're like, there we got it.
Bony elbowed shortstop, all right guys, get this. Get one quick.
The photographer they sent is a music photographer, knows nothing about sports, so he's just like, yeah, that looks good.
Chris Jr., where were you? Speaking of music photographers, where were you in 1988? Anywhere near San Francisco? Only you know the answer. Oakland. Bobby Thigpen, final guy in the pack. Bobby Thigpen, first couple years of his career, pretty good closer. Late inning guy for the White Sox. Spent time
chopping wood in his parents' backyard. He looks like a wholesome.
Seems real, white meat, baby face. I think he went to Kansas City and maybe in Minnesota. American League guy, American League pitcher. But good. I mean, good when he first came into the league. Would probably still hover in the comments section. Leader of the pack.
Everybody's saying he had 57 in 1990. It was a very high number. Yeah.
That's why I told you he was good in the beginning part of his year. All right, so I'm downplaying Bobby Thigpen. By the way, 2 White Sox pitchers, 2
Expos, I believe.
2 Expo. No, only 1 Expo.
2 White Sox, 2 Tigers.
2 Tigers pitchers. We're starting to see patterns here. You know who I'm not seeing a lot in this season? Not a lot of our Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah. Well, we had a bunch, or we had a couple for the first couple episodes.
Yeah,
it's kind of
not
petered
like
off. Not like 2 or 3 a pack like we were.
Yeah. We're not getting the barrage of them like we did the last time. It's probably because someone went through these packs, put a pen to the back of Wade Boggs,
and stole our Milwaukee Brewers.
I'm going between Boggs and Dwight Gooden.
I was going to say Jack Morris.
All-Star cards. Jack Morris is.
It's a true card.
It's a true card. It's not a specialty card.
Yeah, it's not just one of those insert because I feel like with these you're getting the insert. One of those inserts, no matter what. We just got 2 of them.
He looks hella smug, too.
He's like, yeah, I'm better than you.
I'm not getting up.
He's like, I belong here.
I'm not getting up. I'm having a lazy day. This is Aftershock Wednesday. Even Jack Morris is like, they're not going to put me in a plastic case.
Right after they took the picture, he went.
Popped a bunch of sunflower seeds and get out of here, press.
Choked out the guy with the camera.
Well, apparently a surly Jack Morris is the leader of the pack. Now we're gonna make up stories about how surly Jack Morris was.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have it like Jack Morris was such a curmudgeon that.
Don't be surprised that instead of American Gladiators footage next time, I find Jack Morris angry press conference footage.
Oh, or we'll just put that picture on a loop, and we'll just make dad noises behind it in the background.
Kids in there, bicycles.
1980s fake cursing.
Oh, Jack Morris, you delight. That's our show. I think we're gonna be back on Saturday.
Yes, with something.
We're gonna be back, and if we're gonna be back Saturday, it's gonna be a specialty episode. Don't really know the format. Might not be live. Might be recorded. Might be a bit more of a battle royale, so to speak.
Correct.
Could we call that? Could we call it that? So stay tuned for more updates during the next few days, and we will also be during the month of September. I'm going to put in the chat at this point in the video. We're going to be adding. Not only are we collecting donations on future packs for the Pancreatic Cancer Foundation in continuance, we are now branching off. Somebody that I know is collecting and taking donations for St. Jude's. It's a big month for St. Jude's and their drives in September, so I will have a link.
And we'll find something special to do with that too.
Yeah, before the end of the month, we'll have, I don't think we're going to raffle off any more cards, but, again, pre-bidding. Next week, we're going to the NBA.
I think that's a me episode, right?
This is a Matt episode. Yeah. So we're going to the NBA next week. Matt, very successful so far in picking out Dynamite cards. I trust that your magic fingers will be doing the work.
My somewhat healed magic fingers.
Your pulled together fingers. But yeah, that's a little preview ski of next week.
I think I might have to tape my fingers back up for that episode.
I think you should tape your fingers up for every episode.
Yeah, let's really get into it.
Yeah.
It's a new shoot gimmick.
It should be a new thing. Like I wear these sport shirts, you should wear tape fingers.
We just switch up the colors.
All right. While we figure out what we want to wear on our hands, for myself, for producer Matt on the opposite side, for Tiny Shinsuke Nakamura, and for our prince, our hero, our godlike creature, the Great Muda. If you can see him in the dark, it seems pretty dark.
It's a little dark today.
Great Muda. Yes, the sun's going down outside, so bring in your tents, and we'll see you very soon.